This first page of bullet points, we'll sort of rattle through them because you've summed up a lot of this already. UEFA planning to offer Champions League wildcards from 2024 onwards. That's when we know that the competition is set to reform. Expected to be ratified at a UEFA ExCo meeting, Executive Committee meeting in Vienna on May the 10th. 2 spaces in the Champions League reserved for clubs who didn't qualify for it, determined by best historical performances in Europe. And the Premier League clubs fear it's introducing a form of European Super League by the back door. Anything you want to
No,
add
I think
that
that sums up at the bullet points nicely.
OK, right, let's go onto the second page then, because this is where we really get our, let's say, our topics of discussion, if I'm going to put it as sort of, let's say, lightly as that. Majority of Premier League clubs feel that helping biggest clubs qualify is against the spirit of the game. Now, this is interesting. Leapfrogging likely to be banned after pressure from the Premier League. Explain what we mean here by leapfrogging, Rob.
That does need explaining. And look, the Premier League acts on behalf of its stakeholders, the clubs themselves. And my understanding is that the Premier League has been told by its stakeholders unanimously to lobby to UEFA to make sure leapfrogging doesn't happen. So what is leapfrogging? Well, imagine the scenario we've got in the Premier League right now. You've got West Ham in 6th, you've got Manchester United in 7th as things stand right now. Imagine if they jump up a place over the last few games of the season, and West Ham finished 5th and Manchester United finished 6th. What is absolutely unacceptable to everybody in the Premier League, I understand, is if Manchester United were then bumped up and given one of these wild cards to go into the Champions League, whereas West Ham, who finished above them in the table, let's not forget, only went into the Europa League, which doesn't have the same financial benefits. So we expect UEFA to accept that lobbying from the Premier League, and it's happened from other international leagues, I'm told, as well, other European leagues. We expect them to ban leapfrogging, but this system of wildcards looks set to stay, and we expect them to ratify that.
Yeah, there are a couple of cases in Europe, aren't there, of teams who have been in the Champions League, would expect to be in the Champions League, but are mid-ranked at the moment, like Lille in France or RB Leipzig in Germany. That would be a leapfrog and a half, I think. Right, so that means the big 6 in England could all qualify if they finish in the top 6 places. So I guess it's that kind of compound effect of this just essentially making the big 6, in theory, more likely to keep making the Champions League. That's certainly the criticism of this plan.